Okay, good morning. This is Greg Ryan from Greg Ryan Fitness Coaching, and we are continuing our series from the Rich Trainer, Poor Trainer 100 book that I wrote a couple years ago on the 100 things that I learned or did not learn in a classroom. And we are on part 3, which is Trainer Ethics 101, doing the right thing when it's not popular. We have been going through the business side of personal training. We have gone through some of the X factor sides of personal training. And now today, we are going to continue this discussion on ethics in the business. And so let's get started. We are going to go through 21 through 27 today. And we're going to get real kind of deep into this. So let's dive right into it. How you conduct your fitness training career is your business. Understand, though, that life will have its say sooner rather than later, I have found. The success of your business is up to you, not your clients. How you go about getting it may be more important than the wealth, the status, or experience that you want to acquire. Ethics, by definition, are moral principles you have inside you. Your actions, at their core, are determined by such morals, and life will either reward you for them or turn on you because of them. Your ethical beliefs affect yourself, others, and your profession as a whole. Let's remember that. Let me say that again. Your ethical beliefs affect yourself, others, and your profession as a whole. Remember that. Each day, you will have to decide whether to follow what is right, even when it is not popular, or compromise everything for the sake of the moment or circumstances. We live and die by our daily decisions. So, let's start by talking about number 21. Let your actions speak so loudly that when you talk, they cannot hear you. So what does that mean? Let your actions speak so loudly that when you do talk, they cannot hear you. In other words, make sure that your actions align with what you believe and how you are acting. Hypocrisy, probably one of the things that undermines things a lot. Believe in something. People are not going to agree with you all the time, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, you got to believe in some type of principle. You got to have some type of foundation in your fitness training business to build off of. But if you are wishy-washy just to please everybody, then you're just going to be kind of dust in the wind, so to speak. You can talk all you want. You can say this and you can say that, but if your actions do not align with what you're talking about, then what does it matter? What does it really matter? So make sure that your belief system and your actions line up. Do not just talk a good talk. Let your leadership rule. We'll talk about this a little bit more in the Leadership 101 section of Trainer Dude 100. But for today, I believe that when it comes to ethical behavior in your business and doing the right thing, your actions speak louder than your words. Number 22, if it's not popular with others in your profession, chances are it's the right thing to do. I have been a very successful fitness trainer from a very young age because I was willing to do the things that most people didn't do. And boy, did I get criticized. And boy, did I have debates. And boy, it was just totally against the grain of what a lot of trainers believed in. But I had this attitude that if people were barking about what I was doing, then it must be right. It must be right for me. And so if it's not popular with others in this profession, then chances are it's probably the right thing to do. In other words, do the right thing even if it's not popular or the norm of those trainers around you. We talked about this a little bit in previous chapters about niching yourself and doing things differently. And I do believe that I have been rewarded in life by God, by the universe, because I have been willing to go out on a limb, to take that leap of faith, to do something when others didn't want to do it. And in turn, my confidence grew. And in turn, when my confidence grew, so did my income. If it's not popular with others in your profession, chances are it's the right thing to do. Be different, people. Don't be the same. Strive to be different. Strive to be on the cutting edge. Have principles behind it in the end. Number 23, the truth about karma is it's real. In other words, do not undercut, backstab, or talk about other trainers in your profession. It will only make you and the profession look and feel bad. Give me a break. If your ego is that fragile that you have to undermine another trainer and tell a person publicly about that particular trainer, or backstab them, which is even worse, then you don't need to be in this profession. Do yourself and this profession justice and keep your mouth shut. The truth about karma, it's real and it'll come back to you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Don't have this such low self-esteem that you are willing, able, and vindictively going out there and backstabbing other trainers. Keep your mouth shut. It's none of your business. Because the reality of this and the dangerous game that you are playing is that karma will come back to bite you one way or another. At the end of the day, it only makes you look little. Keep your mouth shut. It's not your business anyway. So, ethics. Sometimes we just got to keep our mouth shut. Number 24. Say what you mean and mean what you say. In other words, political correctness in the fitness business is an enabler. If you're a people pleaser, then this business is not for you. People want accountability, and with accountability comes truth. And sometimes you have to not be politically correct, because at the end of the day, if you're politically correct with your client, you are enabling them. And truth hurts, but people pay for the truth. Whether they like it or not is on them. But say what you mean and mean what you say in a loving, unconditional love kind of way. Posturing is a big thing with that. I have made the mistake that while my intentions were real, my posturing and how I delivered it was not the best way. And I had to work on that and continually have to work on that. But I always had the belief system and the ethical way of doing things that at the end of the day, I was going to say what I meant and I was going to mean what I would say with my actions. Political correctness is not in the fitness business. It's more of an enabler to your clients than an empowerer. Number 25. Excuse me. One bad apple spoils the bunch. I grew up on a farm. Apple farm down the street. Beautiful bushel of golden delicious apples. Got down in the bottom of the barrel, bushel so to speak. There was one apple there that was fermented. Then I found 2 apples, 3 apples. In other words, don't cast a bad light on an already disrespected profession by acting in an unethical way. We've got enough people in this business that react and control their business unethically. We don't need any more. Probably the biggest thing in the fitness training business that is lacking is professionalism. Don't cast a bad light on a disrespected profession by acting in an unethical way, because your actions will spoil it for us people that are trying to create a business type and professional type of attitude. We don't need you. Get out of the profession for the profession's sake. One bad apple will spoil the bunch. If you are complaining about other people, then it's up to you to look in the mirror and act in an ethical way, or do us all a favor and get out. This sounds harsh, but I am truly believe that one bad apple can spoil the bunch, because number 26, avoid being a wolf spider at all costs. Now, what do I mean by wolf spider? Wolf spiders are the only I shouldn't say that. I misspoke there. Are one of the only species in the world that will eat their own. Don't talk about other trainers or badmouth them. It will only come back to bite you. I hear it all the time. People are trying to make themselves feel better by belittling other trainers. It's none of your business. Avoid being a wolf spider, because at the end of the day, it will come back to haunt you. Again, like number 23, karma. Number 26, wolf spiders eat their own. And you're only doing the profession a bad favor by talking about other trainers. Okay, number 27. Dishonesty brings strife and poverty to your heart and your business. Dishonesty brings strife, which is followed by poverty. This might be one of the hardest things that you will have to do in the fitness training business, but it will be the most profitable that you will ever have. And that is, no matter what, tell your clients the truth. You owe them that at least. Your income will increase and will show the more honest you are. Now, this might be a given in a lot of people's world, but I'm telling you, people are wishy-washy, and my experience is that honesty pays. Dishonesty does not. No matter what, if you don't know an answer to a question, tell your client you don't know the answer to that question. However, you will get that answer within 24 hours. We will talk about this later on, but I believe that the word no has made me more money in my profession than the word yes, because people want to be respected and people want to be told the truth. And so if you have a question that is brought up to you and you don't know the answer to it, be big enough to say that you don't know, but you will find out that answer. Because at the end of the day, the truth is that you will gain more kudos and more respect from your client when you say, I don't know, than giving them some BS story that they are reading right through your transparency of dishonesty. Tell people the truth. No matter what, you owe them that. Because at the end of the day, you will sleep better at night knowing that you were honest with people. So, recapping here, do the right thing even if it's not popular. Have a little bit of respect for yourself and for your profession and your clients by doing the right thing. Let your actions speak loudly. Do not do things even if it's not popular. Realize that karma is real and what you do will come back to you. Remember that one bad apple spoils the bunch. Avoid eating your own by backstabbing people. And at the end of the day, be honest, because it will reflect in your actions, in your confidence, and in your income. This is Greg Ryan. This is kind of a short chapter, but it's probably one of the most important ones on trainer ethics. 101. This is part 3. We will be discussing part 4 in the coming days. Psychology 101, freeing your mind. But if you want any more information on how I can help you and your training business, you can email me at gregryanfitness@yahoo.com. Have a great day and happy trails.